Hello, my name's Ian and welcome to another I Explores. Okay, today we're going to have a walk down the beach at Cleethorpes. It's absolutely freezing, but we're going to do it anyway. I'll show you some historic points, some places of interest and things like that as we walk down there. So let's go. Okay, so we're sat and now walk down the beach. As you can see, it looks quite nice, but it's really cold. So we've just come down the steps from up there to down here. This is all recently built, this not long ago. Obviously the sea defences. The tide is out, which is lucky. So I didn't think it was, I should have checked, but it is. So we're going to go for a walk up towards Wonderland up there, and I'll tell you a bit of the history about there when we get to it. And we're going to go as far as the leisure centre, where there was once a bathing pool, which I'll tell you about that too. Okay, so we'll walk further up the beach and we'll come to a load of rocks, stones, cobbles, lots of shells. The tide has recently been in. You see there's little rock pools around. Just having a look down here. Lots of rocks to go over. Some of these have been here a long time because they're so smooth and round. I mean, I'm not a what you call it, a mudlarker or whatever you call them. But I don't know what it all was, but I bet there's lots of things down here to find. But what I do know is somewhere along here there's a petrified forest. I don't know if it's this end or up there near Wonderland, but it's well known. And there is. This was all forest, way back. So this is the bridge at Suggett's Lane. As you can see, it's nearly finished construction and will be opening soon. It looks like it's a walkway there. And obviously steps going up it over the other side at Suggett's Lane itself. So it's looking really good. And also once down here, this was all railway sidings, right up there. All down here was railway sidings, where this new bridge is. And further up there, behind what's Wonderland, was the turntable, where the trains got on it and turned around. But like I say, all this was sidings. All of this. As you can see, it's a bit reduced to one track now down there. But as you go further up towards the station, there's a few platforms and a few more tracks there, which we'll probably go and have a look at. Okay, so we're now coming up to this area. Now in this area, there used to be a roller coaster called the Mad Mouse. Now initially it was made from wood. The very first one was made from wood, and it was in this area here. Now it's been many things down this side of it, the Mad Mouse. There was a lake, and then there was a roller skating rink there. And after that, when the Mad Mouse finished, or when the Mad Mouse closed, it was demolished, and then there was a big plastic slide there. But yeah, we're going to carry on walking up and have a take a look at Wonderland. Okay, so where that car park is there, that's where the Mad Mouse was. And that's Wonderland, the blue building. Now Wonderland opened in 1926. And also the Mad Mouse at the same time was built there. Like I said, it was wooden. So as you can see in front of me now is a new sea defence, these are rocks. Now it used to look a lot higher than that. For some reason it's sank, because it is basically mud flats down there. and I have seen people get stranded. It's very quicksandish, so you have to be careful when you're walking down there. But we're going to go down there now, and we're going to find the old Victorian Steps. Okay, as we walk up the beach, we're coming up to these the Victorian Steps. Just something else that I recently found out was a ride on here, a bit like a roller coaster, called a switchback. Now, it used to run in a straight line, like that way. Yeah, it used to go one way and go back the other way, thus the switchback. So you just went forward and then went back again. But that was on here. Also, they used to do pleasure fights on here. Like a bit of a, you know, like go up in the air and have a look around Cleethorpes from the air. That used to be on here too. Okay, so we're at the steps down to the beach. Now I don't know how many there is, but there's 4 exposed there. There was a lot more before when I came down here. I suppose if we were supposed to dig down, we'd find them all, but they are under there. Due to the storms and everything we've had lately here, they sort of buried them. So we need another storm to clear it off, but there they are. What I've also come across is a massive pieces of wood with big bolts in them and rust. I don't know where they're from, what they were for, but they're big pieces of wood. Obviously washed up during the recent storms and the high tides. Yeah, so let's carry on. So now we're going to walk up there to the pier and have a look at that. Okay, so we're at Clifford Station. As you can see, there's some trains in there. So let's go and have a look around now. Just here, this used to be the waiting room. Just in there. Now the station first opened in Easter 1863. Now the railways came to Grimsby in 1848, so there's a little bit of a gap there. Not much. But this was the original waiting room. I believe there's a blue plaque on here somewhere. Oh, it's green, could have been. Let's go around here. See the station clock up there. Recently been refurbished. Yeah, there it is. This was built in 1883. A little bit after the trains first came here. Beautiful building, still here. Obviously Victorian. So let's go and have a look a bit further. Let's go take a look at the pier. Okay, so we're now coming up to the pier, which opened in August 1873 on August Bank Holiday, and it originally cost £8,000. Well, it was quite a lot of money back then. Financed by the Manchester, Sheffield and Lincolnshire Railway, later called the Great Central Railway. To be a lot longer. It used to stretch right quite far out to there, but due to the fire on June the 29th 1903, it got burnt down. So that section of the pier was lost to the sea, obviously. It's been many things. It's been a theatre, it's been nightclubs, and now it's an actual fish and chip shop. But obviously most famous have been a theatre during the times when people used to go to theatres back then when they came to the seaside. I remember going there myself once, so let's go and have a closer look. Okay, so we'll now come down onto the beach under the pier. As like I said, it used to be a lot longer than what it was. As you can see, some of the Victorian ironwork under there. So let's go underneath. It's still here all that time. I've never been under this before. As you can see. Also, it used to stretch over the road. It used to be lifted over the road there. On the top of, what was a sub, what we used to call it, a pub there. But it used to go, so as you can see it slopes down, but it used to go straight across the road. It was elevated. So you walked under it, and you went over there, and it came out onto basically the main road. So it's done a lot of changes over the years. So now we're going to carry on and show you the site where the bathing pool was, which is in front of me up there. Okay, so we're now walking up to the leisure centre, where there was once a place called the bathing pool. Now I used to go in there when I was young. It was absolutely freezing cold water. I mean, even in the summer it was really cold. absolutely freezing. And over there stood the Winter Gardens, which is now flats. Beautiful building which they knocked down in 1981. It was originally opened as an amusement arcade in 1920, and later it was changed into an Art Deco Olympia style building in 1934. Then obviously in 2007 it was demolished to put that monstrosity up over there. A waste if you ask me, but I've been in there many a times in the 80s. My dad played piano in there, many a functions in there. Really nice place it was to go to. Also, we're back over to the leisure centre, which was the bathing pool, which opened in the summer 1925, but had to close in 1978 due to a violent storm. I actually remember that. It was a very, very bad year. Massive storm, thunderstorms, wind, rain, it was terrible. And I remember seeing it on the news. It was totally smashed in because it was obviously on the edge there. It came out a lot further than what that is now. It used to go all the way around that way and round there where people are walking. But it's a shame. But yeah, that's what happened to that. So there we go. It's a quick look round. As I say, that's where the Winter Gardens was. That's where the bathing pool was, which is obviously now a leisure centre. So thank you for watching my video. We hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Will ring when I put new videos on there. And I'd like to thank my current subscribers and current viewers for watching my content. So we'll see you next time on the next video. Thank you for watching.